Hi guys, welcome to Dr. Larson's Kitchen. Today we're going to show you how to make some special treats, some soft chocolate chip cookies that are braces friendly. First, preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. A good tip is to always be low and slow to prevent burning or over baking your cookies, which can definitely make them harder. We're going to start by sifting our dry ingredients. So we're going to start with 2 cups of flour. And then we're going to add a half teaspoon of baking soda and a half teaspoon of salt. Now we're going to stir all of our dry ingredients together. In a separate bowl, cream together 3/4 cups of melted butter, a half cup of white sugar, and 1 cup of packed brown sugar. Another good tip that we're not using in this recipe is to add a couple of tablespoons of softened cream cheese at the time that you add the butter. This adds a little unique complexity to the taste and also keeps the cookie nice and moist. Next, we're going to add a cup of brown sugar. This is really key for any cookie ingredient that you want to modify to make soft. If you substitute a lot of brown sugar in place of your white sugar, it has molasses in it, so it helps retain some of the moisture, keeping your cookie softer. An important tip for any baking is to make sure you measure your dry ingredients very carefully. This means leveling your scoops before you dump them into your bowl. Make sure all of these ingredients are very well mixed. Next, add a tablespoon of vanilla. Then add the egg plus 1 egg yolk. Egg yolks tend to retain moisture, whereas egg whites tend to get harder and crispier when they're baked. Next, fold in the dry ingredients, adding a little at a time. Make sure you do not overmix your ingredients starting from this point. Overmixing will cause a denser and therefore less soft cookie dough. If you notice, we've used mini chocolate chips in this recipe. Occasionally, if you use chocolate chips or chocolate chunks, after they cool, they can get very hard and dangerous for your brackets, but mini chocolate chips can slip right between them. One great tip that a lot of people skip because they're anxious to get their cookies is chilling the dough. Chilling the dough will help your cookies maintain their fluffiness even after they've cooled. Once our dough is chilled and ready, you can use a teaspoon or an ice cream scoop to drop your cookie dough onto the sheet. But another nice trick is to make your cookie dough into tall towers. This will help them to stay fluffy after they come out of the oven. Our cookies are ready to go into the preheated oven and bake for 12 to 15 minutes at 325 degrees. One of the most important rules of making soft cookies is to never let them overbake. It's okay if they don't look quite done when you pull them out of the oven. You can let them cool for 10 to 15 minutes on the cookie sheet, and then they should be perfect. If you actually have cookies left over after they've cooled, we do recommend storing them in a sealed container to keep the moisture in. Is it good?